Bangko Report.
And now to our favorite segment of the show where we talk about the useless info.
Okay.
About your
What's our
not so
favorite?
favorite NBA players. So our topic for today, let's start with I want to call them your what happened NBA player. Who is your what happened NBA player? And when I say your what happened NBA player, it starts with talking about that guy who was peaking or reached the peak of his career, then suddenly fell off the face of the NBA. He didn't have to be like a LeBron-esque or a Kobe guy, that kind of that persona or that kind of stature. He was going, for that star status, superstar status, that big contract, and then for some ungodly reason he just disappears.
And we don't count guys who got injured the next season because obviously,
And we already talked about it last time.
injuries
So-
happen. So that's
So
like
this is
6
just
months ago.
plainly what happened. That's
Like-
why I call them the
like
what happened.
there's like to the average fan, they just disappeared. There might be legitimate reasons, but to the average NBA fan, those reasons remain a mystery. So
Alright, so I'm gonna start. I was thinking about this like the whole day. Yeah.
Kwame Brown.
No, Kwame
It
Brown.
has to be a current player.
It has to be a current NBA player, and I'm gonna start with. I'm still gonna go with Kevin Martin.
Okay.
Because
Why?
no, because I remember when if you played live 07, I think live 07 when I think Ron Artest was still with the Kings at that time. I think he
07,
was.
yeah.
And then, no, sorry. Yeah, Live 07. Live 07, Artest was there along with Kevin Martin. And Kevin Martin, for what reason, I don't know, apparently became a scorer out of the blue. Like
Yeah,
he was, but you don't just average 20 plus points
Yeah, that's true.
over one season. Like just like that. I want to be a 20-point scorer.
Yeah.
I mean, it just so happened like when they passed him the ball, he started scoring, and he was. He was already acknowledged as a shooter, but he was able to, eclipse that and be more than that,
Started
and
driving,
became a
started
good,
getting to the free throw.
became a very good shooter. And there was a point where after reaching that, gone through many trades. I think at one point he was traded even to the Rockets. But the one thing I remember was
Really.
he actually
I think I
landed.
saw that.
He landed
Yeah, I think.
as a backup in OKC.
Oh yeah.
This was
yeah.
during the
Narco trade.
during the Thunder Westbrook when they were at their peak, and they just had Kevin Martin as a backup. And I was thinking at that time that you have a 20+ guy as your bench guy, and I was waiting for him to use that to punish other teams during the time, and it never happened. And then he disappeared again, and then now he resurfaced in San Antonio. And I remember there was a post before in Facebook.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, he's
a Spur.
He's a Spurs.
Right.
You're a
Spurs
fan
guy,
of Spurs and you
yes.
forgot
Right.
he was there. That's why he just fell off. I mean, I remember there was a Facebook post showing the Spurs bench, and people are saying their bench was good enough to be a starting lineup, and he was there. He was their 2 guard. And when I saw the picture, I was just thinking, no, it's still Kevin Martin, but I know for a fact that he's not playing like Kevin Martin anymore.
Yeah.
He's like the only thing going for him is that I'm Kevin Martin. I have this shot that starts from my hip.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know what. Again, he's my what happened, because what happened, I don't know. He just fell off after scoring that much, and then became just what he is now.
bench warmer.
A bench warmer.
Bangko.
Bangko. So what are you taking?
I'm gonna go with Roy Hibbert.
Oh, that's his.
That was yours. Yeah, that's mine. So think of something while I talk.
Yeah, I think it's someone else.
Yeah, okay, Roy Hibbert. Context, he was Indiana. There was the Miami's super team, superpower. You got
It was
LeBron,
LeBron,
Wade, Bosch.
2012?
2012. That stretch.
2012 to 14.
They were the Heatless. They were gonna take over the NBA. And then you had in the East, Indiana. They were the opposite of the Heat in the sense that
Defense.
they were naturally built, built from the draft. Paul George was the rising star.
Granger was exiting during the time.
Yeah, Granger was the.
But yeah, Paul was exceeding expectation. Really.
Yeah, and so they were the team on the rise. They were gonna challenge the Heat.
And the Lance Stephenson blowing.
Yeah, they had Lance Stephenson, who at the time was still a
LeBron.
competent, who was still a competent player at that time. I mean, now he's shooting like what, 17%.
He's not competent. Just to say that. He's not.
Anyway.
He's incompetent now.
But what made that team special was their defense, and who was the center of that defense? Literally, it was Roy Hibbert.
7'3", deemed by sports science as a prodigy for having the perfect body of a 7-footer
To avoid injury.
to avoid injury.
Yeah, so that by that fact alone, we know that he didn't start sucking because he was injured. No, he just it was a mental breakdown for me. Yeah, that stretch where he was scoring 0 points, and this was not like foul trouble. No, he was playing 30 minutes a game, 40 minutes
Yeah,
a
actually
game.
to think that during those times that, and I will actually bring back Dwight for this one during
Oh, yeah.
Dwight's during Dwight's 2011 campaign. Hibbert owned Dwight during their home game. Yeah, and Hibbert was scoring Jays. He was doing what
Yeah.
Yao Ming did.
Yeah, Hibbert has a
Before.
jump shot. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird to think he has a jump
He's
shot.
a jump shot, and that's why during that time I was thinking like, this guy could turn into something special
Mhm.
if he could actually use that. If he could have that motor of what a superstar should be, but he never did. And then during that series with the Miami Heat, where he just fell off,
Just disappeared.
and then I see his signing with the Lakers right now. And what happened to him in Indiana and what happened to the Lakers now? Nothing changed. He's still doing
It's
nothing.
insane. So I think it's a mental thing. He just lost his confidence.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm still
I guess
bothered
so.
by how do you just lose it?
Lose it.
Like
In-
just like that. Okay,
And
so
it's not even. It was mid-season. He lost it mid-season, right? They were on the title run. Field goal.
and again, he was never in. He wasn't injury prone. He wasn't.
Mm.
There was no injuries.
Weirdly, though, field goal just on top of my head. Like when Granger left, diba they waived him or they traded him away.
Yeah.
That's when things fell apart for Indiana. Conspiracy theory.
Well, to
Put
be
it out
fair,
there.
like Granger was,
He wasn't being
He was their
used.
poster
but,
child for the longest time.
Yeah,
and I think Granger put the team together.
diba? You know, that veteran glue guy,
Yeah.
Shane Battier type presence.
Shame.
But,
Yeah,
but
he
I
doesn't do
don't.
shit.
But I don't blame Indiana for letting him go. Also because, well, he was probably doing nothing. He reached the Brandon Roy status
Yeah.
where it's just time for you to go.
Is he retired?
No.
He didn't retire. They just took him off the team, and now he couldn't find. He can't.
No, nobody
I forgot
wants
he
him.
signed with one more
Miami.
team, but
He went to Miami.
okay, there you go. Finally,
Ironic.
Miami.
Yeah,
But after that, he couldn't sign with anyone else. So
Okay.
who's your pick?
I can't think of it. You stole mine. So maybe bias for the Lakers. I think one of the big things that's problematic with the Lakers before in their championship run was like Houston, and one of the big guys was like Luis Scola.
Oh.
Yeah. She's saying before it was very problematic for like Gasol because like he
He owned Gasol.
owned Gasol with
with
his
old
post
man
moves.
moves.
To be fair, he got it. No, but I think Scola fell off mainly because he was old. He got in the NBA really old.
No, but then there was one good season or like two good seasons.
He
He was an old rookie.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think
he loves
that
Scola.
I think that was prime Scola. Scola is in the Raptors.
No, yeah.
Really?
He's a backup.
I thought he was in Indiana.
No.
Yeah, that's why you barely notice him in the Raptors. I think it's just age.
But then
He got in old.
Pero yeah,
He
pero-
got-
But yeah, after
Yeah,
those
but-
two good seasons with Houston, he
Yeah,
just
to be
kind
fair,
of,
yeah,
he didn't.
I actually
have-
wondered what happened when after his stint with the Rockets, and then he moved. I forgot what team.
I just remember he's with Tyler Hansbrough for one season, I think,
That's
in Indiana,
Okay, so he reached that. Yeah, I remember.
and then he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
much.
and then
Yeah.
from there on, from his Indiana stint onwards, it was gone. All right, let's go for one lap.
Yeah, one more.
Actually, one
I
more.
don't have
I now I just remembered. You can't not have
Dwight Howard.
Darren Williams.
Oh,
Not Dwight. Dude, Darren Williams reached the max contract status already.
He did. He did.
Reached the max contract status. Said that I want to go to a playoff team. Ends up going to a rebuilding team in the New
Nets.
Jersey Nets. which eventually became the Brooklyn Nets, and he never really did anything with the Brooklyn Nets. His stats steadily took a dip. You could say, that he didn't have any good teammates, but I don't think that doesn't prove how his shooting sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, Darren Williams way before in 04. No, sorry. 2008, 2009. He was going head to head against Chris Paul when Chris Paul was holding the title for point guard.
Well, I
at the
prefer
time.
Darren Williams back.
Yeah,
Yeah, diba?
I
He
was
was
actually.
a big
For me,
point
the
guard.
debate between the two, I
prefer
always
Deron.
went for Deron.
Deron had
Just
scoring.
personally.
No, they both had scoring, but Deron had a body that Paul could not
big.
defend.
Mm.
Paul during that time had the reputation of a flopper, and
Still
Deron
kinda
was
does.
too big to flop. So,
Yeah.
and he was the Jason Kidd with the jumper.
Mm.
So I was really like, if I were the fan of like any other team during that time,
Is
I would
Utah.
have been a fan of Utah because of Deron
But
Williams.
it's a problem with the coach.
Yeah, but no,
fought
it
them
was
after
a,
that.
Yeah,
it
but
was-
see, those things. Okay, that's a personal thing. I
Yeah.
don't see how that.
It affected his game, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but how
he left
long
already.
term?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
long
so
term.
again, he left. Right now he's in Brooklyn.
No, he's in.
No, I mean when he left.
Okay.
He was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, fresh start.
Brooklyn, New Jersey Nets.
Now he's
I don't know what
Dallas. He's in
happened. I don't
Dallas
know. Yeah, now he's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, like, after his terrible stint in Brooklyn, where nothing technically happened,
now.
given what all he did, his scoring sucked. Really. It was bad. It wasn't the Darren Williams I knew. And then he goes to Dallas, supposedly his hometown, and he gets another, rejuvenated. He's rejuvenated, gets a fresh start,
But he's doing good.
and he still doesn't do anything. No, nothing really happened.
Meh.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the thing.
he played.
Why is he meh?
He played better.
He had good
Then in
games, a
Brooklyn.
few.
But
But
it's not saying much.
It's not saying much, given that he was the number 1 point guard at the time. And now, I mean, it's for me, it's amazing to think about that. Given this era of great point guards, you can't not have Paul in the argument, and
Yeah, of
then
course.
you struggle to find Darren Williams now.
Mm.
In the Nets, you could still argue Darren Williams, but now you can't.
Yeah.
You can never bring up Darren Williams.
It's
now.
not a top 20. Top
And,
20.
and sadly, I mean, in this
Yeah.
era of point guards, he was the closest. I mean, he and Paul were really a good match, because Deron really
That was
did.
the debate.
Yeah, Deron could really
Yeah,
pass the
built
ball.
it.
Now it's more the point guard is point guard era. They're like one guy is more scorer, one guy is more passer.
Mm.
Paul and Deron were the only two guys who actually did
Who had
both.
Yeah, the good
With, did the balance of had a good balance of both.
Mm.
So do we end with Deron, or you guys have someone else in your
Nah.
minds?
That's good.